Alrighty, everybody. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. If you're just gonna jump in, hello, hello. This will be the first of 2 streams I do tonight. At least I hope so. Cause I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to get going on the next chapter of our story mode challenge. Cause I feel like I should finally get going on that. Sure. I'm gonna pull up my chat. We'll be good. Sorry if you were disappointed that I had to delay the other thing on the channel till tomorrow. I felt it would be better if I had time uninterrupted, so we could have like a really, really good video out of that. So I'm just gonna open chat. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, since I can't exactly find the exact tier list I used for the previous ones, we're just going to borrow one that's very similar, and I'm going to construct it from what it was before. I just have to pull up the image again, and then we'll be going into specifics about characters I still don't own. Okay, okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're jumping in now, I'm gonna have to edit, of course, how this used to look. Okay, I had a bunch of tiers. Okay, so I'm gonna rename this one. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, darn it. My stupid hotkeys. I wish there was an option to turn them off instead of deleting them. Does anyone know how to temporarily turn off hotkeys? Already own? And I definitely made this a different color. No. Was it this one? No. Was it this one? Oh, no, no. It's got to be this one. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows below that. Sorry if I'm, just setting this up now, but it's fine. If you want to start talking about things related to Arknights, go right ahead and put them in the chat. I think I'm going to simplify my tier list, actually. I'm going to remove the third priority, because there's no difference really between third priority and secondary priority. So that'll at least get like one of the tiers off the list permanently. Because I may as well simplify it. Okay to get. Oh, actually, I still need to put a tier, add a row below. Okay to get. Ah, yes. The YU category. The collabs I missed, which may or may not ever return, so this might just be a this might just be a tier for Ash and Ella. And then the bottom one is the welfares, which at the moment might just be Crown Slayer and Lessing. Well, let's change the colors, of course, to the ones that I used. This one is this orange. Where's the YU? This one. I made the collabs I missed into the blue. And I made the welfare category the purple. Perfect. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, let's set up the already owned category. If anybody remembers how I did this the last time, which is the same process I've always done it, I go in order of how I got the operators. So we always start with Blaze. Then, Buddy Thorns, where are you? There you are. Thorns. Then, funny enough, I have confirmed this on stream, but my third 6-star after Thorns was Thorns the Lodestar. Then next was... Really? I'm looking at my list again. Idene was my next one. Really? Okay, Idene. Oh, I remember why. It was the U banner. Right. It was the U banner. Was it? I guess it was. Yeah, it was the U banner. Okay. Gladia, where's Gladia? Gladia, where are Gladia? These are in alphabetical order. There you are. Gladia. Blaze Altar. Silek. Where's Silek? Silek. There you are. Feel free to comment in the chat if you want to. We can start a conversation. This is also the precursor. This stream is just here for, you know, to mark down in my check mark of a box that I did this. Because I always want to update people on my pull priorities and like what operators I'm looking for more than others. And it's the most unique idea I have for a tier list. So it's because it's not one where I'm ranking character designs or how strong they are, because trust us all, when it comes to the meta, it's always changing and people have different reasons to pick certain operators. And you can never fully understand the luck of the game. Next was Fia Meta, and then finally, on the banner, I got lucky and I got you. He's been really fun to use, not as much as I've been using Shu, mind you, which I did go to 300. I had to spark Shu, and that was my next 6-star, which meant the entire rest of my pulls were duplicates. I think I got, what, 3 other Blaze Altars and 2 other U's, and I got the guaranteed one at 300. Which I think means my U is pot 3 or pot 4. I'll check again when we do the challenge mode later. Then I had to spark for Shu. Then after my first limited banner ever was the welfare kernel locating. Kernel locating, yeah. And because of that banner, I selected good old Suzerain. Wait, Suzerain, there you are. Then after that, I got the welfare Lumen. Surtur. I've said this story so many times, I'm just going to keep saying it. Now, I'm sure if anyone still believes me or not, but I got Surtur after 3 pulls on a kernel banner. I was gunning for Calcit. After that was the banner for CC, which I'm never pulling on again, but I did at the time because I wanted Typhon. And I got lucky enough to get Typhon. Blemishine, which was a top operator tag. I think my first ever top operator tag. Then was the Necras banner, which I was pulling for. because I thought her kit looked interesting. Next was an orienteering banner that I got Logos. Where are ye? Logos. There you are. Then came Mizuki on the monster banner. Mizuki, Mizuki, there you are, Mizuki. Next was Reed Alter on the same banner. Then finally I got Monster. I put way more into that banner than I probably should have. Because following was the lead up for the Xe banner. I got Vigil, who was a welfare, but I had finally got Vigil. I used the Colonel ticket at the time to get Hoshiguma, the original one, for many reasons, especially a reason you'll see later today. For story reasons. And also, she is one of the most tanky defenders in the game. I already have her module. Then I got Lemuin. I got Xe Alter. I was very grateful for that. Where are you? There you are. And then I got Sancta, Misa Parato, Fiametta's grandpa, because free operator. Virtuosa was on the same banner. Virtuosa, where are you? V, oh, there you are. Then I got regular Chen with Colonel locating, but then also recruitment, so I have a pot 2. I sparked Wishadel, that's right, I sparked Wishadel. And then I used the standard ticket to get a guaranteed 6-star, and I got myself Ulpianus. That's where the previous banner ends. We did that stream way back in November. But a lot has happened for me and Arknights since then, so I just have to pull up my good old resources. We are now caught up to the previous live stream. I just have to find said image here. I just have to find the image. Where are you? Tier list. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're caught up to the old list. This was also around the time I E2'd Whissadel. Got Wildmane. Silence Altar. Silence Altar was next. Because of Lone Trail, I think, becoming permanent, right? Where is Silence Altar? There you are. Because of Lone Trail becoming permanent at the time, which is awesome that it's permanent now, I got Silence Altar. Yes. The next orienteering banner that happened. I got lucky on A10 pull. I made that banner Degenbrecher, Ray, and Narantuya. So I pulled Degenbrecher and Ray in the same 10 pull. Didn't do any more than that, so that was awesome. Who's next? Oh, then there was the Trachodia banner. Hello, Lee. Welcome. Welcome. Don't mind this stream. This stream is here just for logistical reasons. I do this after a big Arknights event to update everyone on what operators I own. Although, wait, you should know that. You were present for the previous one. Got a bunch of 5 stars at the time. Some things happened. I got lucky with recruitment. I got waifu in recruitment, but we're not doing 5 stars or lower in these streams. I'm only talking about the 6 stars because of how rare the limiteds are. Speaking of the collabs I missed, the true limiteds, Ash goes in collab I missed, and the same goes for Ella. I have no faith in the world that Rainbow Six Siege is coming back a third time. I was too late to the game. I have no way of getting them. They are forever lost to me. And until they confirm a rerun for Dungeon Meshi, Delicious in Dungeon, Marseille goes in the same category. For one thing, before a rerun of that happens, I will watch Delicious in Dungeon for the channel under the pretext of setting myself up for Arknights. Of course, that means technically it'll be the Blind Wizard. But that'll be hilarious. And then for the welfares I don't yet own, that's still Crown Slayer, Civilite Eterna, and I now have Radiant, but we're not quite there yet. Let me just keep going. So where are we? That banner? Okay. Then was the Ulpianus banner, but I already had Ulpianus. Ah, yes. The Colonel banner, where I was pulling for... Was it Calcit? Was it Silver Ash? I don't remember. I put in 11 pulls, and randomly, the game decides to give me Passenger. If anyone remembers from before, Passenger was in a category I didn't like. Because A, Chaincasters suck, and B, to get Passenger to the status of Godsinger, I would have to level him up to max. I don't have his module. He's not at E2 yet. I'm not playing him in IS yet. He's only really good in what? IS2? Or is it 3? The relics that give him faster recharge on his skill times. And didn't he get an IS module? Like recently? There's too much going against him for me to want to raise him anytime soon. I don't play the game just for IS. I have a story challenge, and I have my own personal play time of the game. Then again, if anyone wants to help me play Reclamation Algorithm for the first time, that would be helpful. I played the tutorial, and I completely forgot how you play the mode because it's so complicated. This was also around the time I E2'd Frostleaf. And if anyone just cringed at me saying that because, oh, raising Frostleaf is bad for her skill and everything. She gets worse when you get E2. I know that. But there's such a thing as story mode challenge. And she's present when I have to play against Frost Nova. She's a boss character. And Frostleaf is one of my few melee options. I don't have very much choice. Don't blame me that I had to. Blame Hypergriff for designing her with such a flaw. Then was around the time of the Lazy Altar banner. I did nothing with that banner, obviously. Then was the time of IS6, when I did my previous IS stream, which was my first ever stream of doing IS. I hear it might be in someone else's video in the near future. Covered by the one and only Dr. Pittenger. I hear. It's still up in the air until the video is out. Which is hilarious because it'll be, I think, the first time someone's made a video off of my videos. So I really hope that's the case. And because of that, she better be on this list of 6 stars. Radian. Radian. Why am I not seeing Radian? These are in alphabetical order. Penance, Pepe, Phantom, Pazemka, Premonix Alter, Chobai, Rosa. What? Radian is not here. What do you mean Radian is not here? There's no way. What? All the 4 stars, 3 stars, 5 stars. Why am I not seeing Radian? How is Skybox here? Bunch of others that are not even out yet. NPCs or temporary used operators. Why am I not seeing Radian? She was in the previous tier list I used. Okay, fine. I guess we're not counting Radian now all of a sudden. She would be like right here in alphabetical order. I'm not seeing her. Did this creator forget to put Radian here? Okay, fine. We're just going to work under the assumption that I guess we're not putting Radian here. Because, and the weird thing is, Tin Man is here. The other IS welfares are here. Why is there no Radian? Things happened. I got Indra in recruitment. Well, no, I got her recruitment voucher. I got Deckenbreaker to E2 around this time. I cleared my first ever IS. Don't mind me, I'm eating while watching your live stream. Awesome, man. It'll only be for so long before I stop and then start the other one when we start playing the game again. So, you know, just hop on when I'm live again. Or, you know, if you're watching this after the fact, just go right over there then. Oh, crap. I forgot to put on my gamer hat. What's up, gamers? I forgot to put my hat on. Cleared my first ever IS run around this time. The Pepe event. Oh, the Pepe event was a nightmare. As much as I love the boss dude, it was quite an event. Then was Hoshi Alter, finally. So I can now say for that, Hoshi Alter was next for the 6 stars. Regular Aya Fiala. Gavi Alter, which I wasn't too thrilled about. She was another one in my YU territory. I know what her kit does. It's just a matter of I have Blaze already, and I'm not exactly in the necessity for lane holders. I mean, I would love to own Mountain. He's like the best lane holder. Self-recovery, really good blockage, really good DPS. You just put him in a lane and watch him go to work. Mountain is cool, man. Other stuff happened. I got Horn as well, that's right. My last 6-star on the banner I got was Horn. I won't fault the banner for being completely brand new. Same with Zolé as well. And then I had to spark Chen the Holiday for 200. But my problem is, when the banner comes around again next year, I won't want to save for 200. Because Gavi Alter's the one that'll become 200 in a year from now. The ones I'm missing, Aya Fiala Alter and Pepe, I would need 300 pulls for. And I only found out today through an iceberg video that people were complaining that the sparks should be 120, not 300. It's like the one thing out of that weird list of demands I wish actually happened. But of course not, it's a gacha game. What are you gonna do? Next came another locating banner that I could do nothing with. We're almost caught up to present day. Yeah, we are caught up to present day because the next ones, I got really somehow some good luck on the collab banner. I got Mlinar. Didn't see that one coming. And then I got Psychico? Yeah, I got all of the band members before I got Psychico. Yep, okay. Where are you, Psychico? There you are. Okay. We're caught up to present day. Alrighty. Alrighty, everybody. As of right now, minus Radian, these are all the 6 stars I own. That's a pretty awesome lineup. Still considering that, there's a large chunk of them I don't have. We're going to go through and see if my opinions have changed. And also, since the last time I did this, we have new operators on Chinese server. And operators I skipped over, obviously. Of course, I'm not seeing Wang here, so this tier list isn't exactly updated. No Wang, no Chen the Dawn Streak, which is hilarious that we now have a third Chen. But first of all, maybe we should work backwards. With characters I don't want to pull, and will be very disappointed with if I do get them. AKA the characters I want last. First of all, Ak is going in there. Easy. Nobody wants this guy unless you're a person who likes friendly fire and likes to troll others in PvP. Or, well, 2-player game modes where you're trolling your teammate. And the same cannot be said for Fartooth. I am not a Fartooth defender. Lemuen exists now. Deadeye Snipers got better, but she didn't get fixed. Did she get a module? I don't know. But her kit's not exactly anything to write home about. Oh, wait. Lessing goes here. He's a welfare. Same cannot be said for Mostima. She's another one that belongs in that tier. Splash casters just are not good. Splash casters have no business being just even in the game. Their kits are so bad. They cost too much. They have a really small area of effect. They hit everything in their range, of course, but they have a slow attack speed. And they cost like 30 DP. Who's using Mostima when you could use Ray? Maybe even Shen Alter. Or you could use W. Or Ifrit, depending on the lane. Or Golden Glow. Or Lapland Alter. Or Ea Fiala. Or Logos. Splash casters frickin' suck. You know who else sucks and should belong in that tier? Hoholiak. I'm sorry, people. I know I need her for story mode eventually, but there's no saving the fact that her kit sucks. Levitate is almost never useful, and she needs her module to be decent. And when you need a module just to be decent, that's not a good sign. Who else belongs in the YU tier? Like, I would rage if I pulled them. over someone else. Oh, I know. Palas. Sorry to the Minos representation. She doesn't even have a proper story mode. Or, we have like 4 Minos operators. Her, Arato, and I can't even remember if there were any others. It's a country that needs more representation, I know. We need a Minos event. And it's just a matter of like her class is kind of weak. She's an instructor guard. Instructor guards kind of suck because Lord guards power crept them. Hit aerial units, have ranged attacks that don't have. Because, like, the point of a Lord guard most of the time is the range on their attacks can get bigger with their skills. The trade off was supposed to be weaker damage on range than an instructor guard. And that for the instructors, it's the opposite. Their attacks get weaker if they're blocking opponents directly. But, Lord guards are stronger because Silver Ash exists, third skill, swing swing. Thorns exists, where his third skill completely takes away the damage reduction on his ranged attacks. And if you have his module, can do nervous impairment. Like Lapland with her skill, arts damage, and silence, which is just negating abilities of opponents. Instructors really don't have a niche. Unless you're a player that likes to use instructor guards. I'm not going to hold it against you. Anybody else that belongs in that tier that I don't want to pull. Unless the game gives them to me, like Passenger. I guess the original Siege. I know I need her for story stuff. The Glasgow gang is kind of awesome. I recently beat the boss of Vina Victoria, and man, I got to the end of that, saw the cutscene stuff with the Glasgow gang, and I genuinely cried. I didn't know much of like all of the story for that, but that last cutscene, I just had to see. Well, it's not a cutscene, it's like, a bunch of illustrations. I just had to. As much as I wanted to put Siege higher, let's be real here. Her kit doesn't help her. She's a vanguard. No, she's a guard masquerading as a vanguard. At least I think that's how that works. Because of the whole Vina Victoria. Who else? Who else? Who else deserves that tier? I guess Shining? These are all pretty standard takes, of course. Considering... Look, I can't say for certain on certain characters until I own them. But until I do, I kind of have to just look at them objectively. But that might be the end of that tier. Yeah, we're going to move upwards. And I'm going to put the original Scotty in okay to get. Abyssal Hunters are fine. I know I'm going to need Scotty for a lot of stuff. She's a part of the first event of the game. I kind of need her. But she's not truly top priority, if that makes any sense. Like, I would need her because I need her for my niche. If I wasn't playing for a niche, I wouldn't need her at all. And she still gets the good synergies with Abyssal Hunters. Speaking of cool, but only because I need specifically, is Hoderer. No, actually, I think Hoderer is higher. He'll be secondary priority. I have Ulpianus already. I know how strong Crusher guards can be. But Hoderer still has something unique to the table, right? If I remember correctly. Someone who's truly okay to get is Saga. She's very useful in IS as a Pioneer Vanguard, but power creep. She's no Vulpes. She's no Vulpes. Phew. Nymph, I'd say, is okay. This is a case where I don't need primal casters very much, and like I don't necessarily need necrosis damage. I know I have Virtuosa already. And what's the other one? No, I think it's just Virtuosa I have that does necrosis at the moment. But I'm not in any rush to get Nymph. Who I am in a rush to get, let's maybe get my top priorities out of the way right now. Haruka. I did not get her during the event. I'm a little salty I didn't, but when I get Gavialter, Horn, Jolet, I kind of just have to take it and be like, it's something. Ascalon's also in top priority. She is just so powerful. Man, like, once you have her, you'll notice the difference with ambushers. Same goes for Mudrock. You won't notice how good a Juggernaut defender is until you own one and like use Mudrock. But also for story stuff. Same goes for Ifrit. Story reasons, of course, but also she's the best blast caster in the game. Mountain is also top priority. I want a better lane holder that's cheap and can deploy at any point on a stage, who's not named Chongye. Another one I want to put in the YU is Dusk. Like I said with Mostima, splash casters suck. Nothing else I need to say there. Executor Altar, Reaper Guard, Reapers. I'm not in the market for Reapers. And even then, I think I would like Entelechia's kit more. So Executor Altar is going to go there, but Entelechia is going to be secondary priority. Because I like what she can do with her skills. Like, her S2 is very fun. You'll notice that ever since I got a large majority of the characters I do, my priorities are very specific. Story mode stuff, IS stuff, or characters that can help me have fun. When I don't need to panic about defeating a boss or pull my hair out of the sanity of Morpheus, I would tend to lean to operators that let me have fun. Arketo is one that needs IS to even be usable most of the time. Like, she is amazing with her module, but for IS, she got power crept. Same can be said for Angelina. I don't remember if I had them higher before, but the longer I go without them, the more I'm like, I do not care. I don't think either of them have story mode stuff either. Gnosis is... Gnosis. I guess he's okay. I know he's one of the few that inflicts freeze. And knowing for a fact I'm going to need all the help I can get defeating Degenbrecher, he's kind of essential. Nian. Nian's just like Dusk in that category. Calcit. Ex-wife Calcit goes in top priority. Good old memes. Good old Arknights memes. I think I can knock out a few more pretty easily. Weedy, YU. Ling, top priority. Dorothy, okay. Carnelian, Y. Helliger, okay. Golden Glow, top priority. Hiranyato, top priority. Lapland Altar, absolutely top priority. Jessica Altar, secondary priority. Narantuya, secondary priority. I'm not really in the market for a big loop shooter, but it's something I wouldn't mind getting. Regular Exusii, top priority. She still holds up even to this day. Lazy the Thunderbringer, Lazy Altar, top priority. Kinda wish I got her over Malinar, but what are you gonna do about it? Vulpus Foglia, top priority. Texas Altar, top priority. Penance, secondary priority. Neural Altar, Neil the Radiant Knight, NTR Knight, whatever you want to call her, secondary priority. Phantom, I mean, he's not bad. You can't exactly have a bad Executor Specialist. They're all really good at what they do, but... And it's a case of, like, I could accidentally get him for free in recruitment, and I wouldn't pass it up. But it's like, where would I judge Phantom? Because ones you get in recruitment are a different way to judge an operator. Because at the end of the day, those are the rare times it's like for free, just by playing the game. So I guess Phantom gets secondary. Swire Altar, I have no business caring about. Lynn, absolutely top priority. Ayafyala Altar, top priority. Ebon Holes, okay. Ines, top priority. Mantra, I'm not pulling for her when her banner comes in like a month or two. Well, not a month. I think it's like 4 weeks. I don't care about you. Schwartz, I give secondary priority. Scotty Alter, top priority. Stainless, I actually think is pretty cool. Same goes for Nasty. She gets to go next to Stainless. Artificers, I think, are fun to use. It lets you do cool things. Rosa, Y. Eunectes, okay. Mulesees, secondary priority. Nightingale, top priority. Kobe, I guess okay. Lee, secondary priority. Lee's pretty fun. Estesia Alter, I don't have much knowledge on because she's not in global yet. But I do not care. But she's a welfare. So put her there. Why didn't I remember that? We're almost done with this list, everybody. Magellan. Why? Flametail. Okay. Bagpipe, oh, absolutely top priority. If you can, set up Bagpipe, but you need her at pot 6. She can do some cool things, good damage, especially for her archetype. Pepe's top priority. Pazemka, not exactly. Premonix Altar, absolutely. Top priority when that banner comes around. Same goes for Silver Ash Altar. And then may as well put regular Silver Ash up there. Rosemontis is an okay. Shobai is secondary. Saria is okay. Spectre Altar is top priority. Vina Victoria is top priority. Tragodia is top priority. Viviana is YU, and W actually will get the W of top priority because of story mode stuff and because, she can actually do good damage for an artillery sniper. So that's it, everybody. That's the updated tier list for the polls. This is now the updated tier list on how I judge my polls. Granted, this list is nothing but just to see for myself where my account is at this point in time, what have I gotten since the last one, and how my opinions have changed for operators, especially for the new ones. Still don't get why Radiant is not on this list at all. I'm going to keep looking. I don't think it got misplaced. I'm not seeing Radiant, so they forgot to put Radiant here. Yeah, there's no Radiant at all. Okay. Up here is operators I own as of the collab banner, in the order I got them. And then this is the part you should care about. Alrighty. This stream is now officially over. Thank you all so much for watching this. This is just a prelude before we get back into actually playing Arknights, of course. We're going to attempt to do Chapter 2 stuff. And granted, because of the way things are, I'm holding off on having a full Chapter 2 team. And, well, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. So I'm going to get that set up. I'll be right back with you all in just a minute. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Make sure you join the Patreon. Check out all the other stuff that's over there. Make sure you're notified of the Patreon streams. There was supposed to be a Patreon stream today, but things changed. That will be tomorrow when I can confirm and guarantee for myself that we will be able to have a uninterrupted block of time, because live streams are not easy to do if I have to be interrupted and called away from, and especially for that kind of thing. So I don't want to leave people hanging on a stream where I'm like called away for something, because I feel that's rude to my audience. And like, I understand when other streamers do it, but I just have this weird feeling of like, I don't want to leave people waiting. You know what I mean? So, I said all of that, what I needed to say, correct? So let me wrap this up. Keep your notifications on, because as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.